Welcome back to the channel, and today I've got a pretty good one. I have another Total War battle where we are protecting this barbarian settlement. I played as this faction right here. And I believe I have Suevi and Parthia as my allies, and look at this. Parthia brought nothing but cav. Oh, looks like we got some heavy camels too. Very, very good. Well, 80, that's 80? Oh no, it's two of them, never mind. But he brought a lot of cavalry. And look, he even brought archer cav. I don't know what he's gonna do with them. Or well, I do. I was in this battle. But we're going up against Carthage. And we're also going up against Rome, who has a lot of veteran legionaries. And what are these? I can't see them. Oh, and also one thing I noticed about this entire army setup that the attackers did, they do not have a single spears, no spears, and y'all probably know where this is going. Let's get the battle started. Like, I was keeping my men back because I didn't know if we were gonna do like a fallback defense in the streets. And if you'll look at this, look, he's rushing out the cav. From not just this entrance, but also this one right here. Yep, and of course they're using their catapults, but you know what I'm using? I'm also using mine. Although, how are they? That's like a narrow shot. I gotta see how is this lined up. It looks like it can barely shoot out. Now they're also using their artillery. I don't know why all of them decide not to bring spears, and by the looks of it, no cav either. But I was controlling this catapult right here and doing some damage. The one thing we did not want, and you can see what we're trying to do, we're trying to destroy these catapults over here. Myself, I was trying to break one of these siege towers. Now, I do get a couple kills with this siege weapon. I'm gonna see what Suevi brought me, or brought. He brought some Bloodsworn, and he has more Bloodsworn. When I said brought me, I meant brought for the defense. Also looks like he has some Glove Levy. Now, as you can see, I did not want to commit too much to this front. As you can see, my men, I had men in reserve as well. But take a look at this. Parthia has already set up a line of cav. He may go in for these archers over here. Now, he has some hidden units this way. Now, I don't know where the rest of Carthage is, because I doubt this is just all Carthage. But I see this. Like, look. I don't know what faction this is, unfortunately. But I gotta say, Parthia was just, man, with the cav sally out. Ooh, what are these? The sword followers. Ooh. Okay, still have 60. How many men? Oh, they lost 4. Oh, going in for a secondary charge. Now, it looks like that cavalry unit did take some losses. Although, I don't know if it's worth it to rush into these, siege towers. Now, I understand delaying them. Yeah, we were having a fight over here with the catapults. I was trying to get past this, like, by destroying one of their siege towers to get the catapult. I ran out of ammo before I could. Now, why do this? I don't understand why he did this. And I only say that because, look. I have a catapult right here. And as soon as I run out of ammo on this one, you can guess what my target was. Although it looks like... I don't know if it was worth it going after these sword followers. No, they took some decent damage. But I think he may have lost more cav. Parthia's still hidden over here. Now, I think he wanted to give, like, Carthage a false sense of all his men were over here and the rest were in the settlement. So, I think that's what he was planning. I think he's going to wait over here. And again, oh, I see more of Carthage now. Oh, wait, we got some... I don't think they noticed. No, they noticed. I didn't know that Pontus had kept cavalry right here in the back. I never saw this. I guess the forest blocked my view. Although that probably... Yeah, that took a lot of cav out of that unit. What unit is that? Medium cavalry. Still playing it safe right now. Oh, here it was. I was shooting these axe warriors with fire ammo because I was doing damage. Look at this. I had gotten some great shots with this artillery. In fact, how many kills did I get with this artillery? Sitting at 84 kills. Wow. Now, they did manage to tear down this wall. And they tore down this wall over here as well. If you look at this, we're going to get another hit here. Oh, well, that one just missed by an inch. Now, I think I eventually just tried to aim at these right here. Now, I was controlling this manually, this siege weapon on the wall. It is very hard to try to pinpoint where it's gonna land. And eventually, I switched over to explosive ammo, and look at them go flying. This was a supreme way to use my artillery. Now, I did end up hitting these siege towers a few times, but the hits I landed here, like, look, another good hit, killing what, probably 8 men there. Seriously, they all survived? Huh. But still, I'm doing damage to all these warriors. Now, Swaby initially was setting up for all these. I had like no units backing him up over here. As soon as I saw this, I took my attention, just wanted to see this because I don't think this unit of mercenary cleric warriors is gonna make it far. And look at this, the hammer and anvil. They're going to town on all these. What, mercenary? What? This is just mercenaries. And also, I don't know. I hope he notices. Oh, never mind. He is protecting his archers with his general. Smart move. Now, I think the siege towers are moving up. Nope, they're still holding back. I did manage to get a hit right here. Unfortunately, I did not get a single kill. I don't know why the explosion didn't kill them. I think fire ammo is probably better. Because I thought I at least gotten one kill on these guys. Now, I eventually used it until it ran out of ammo. Let's just watch this. It's just been nothing but hammer and anvil on all these, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units here. Like 7 units. Oh, he's going for the archers. He's going for the archers. Come on. Hit the archers. Hit the archers. Oh, he got the archers. Let's go. Now, if y'all don't know and you've never played Total War, you want to go for the archers. Archers, general. Also, good job on Parthia. He was trying to get this artillery. Because I don't know if they still had ammo, though. And these poor mercenaries stood no chance against the Parthian cavalry. Especially their heavy cav. Now, he did have some reserves left over here, but he was sending in. He had taken out archers, which they could come back to the battle later, but I think they may just leave the battlefield. And we also did some damage to his general. Not much, but still. I think I ran out of ammo around here. As you can see, I was thinking of sallying out. So I was bringing forces this way. Because I was thinking of sallying out. But then again, I took a look at the factions I was up against. If I sallied out against Rome, I don't think that I would have done well. So I eventually said, nah, I'm not going to sally out. I'm going to hold with my ally. Man, Parthia. So many good cav play. And he's going for the archers again. In fact, wow, they took out quite a bit of these archer units. How many kills? 180. That is insane. Any for you? 36, 48, 40, what? 0? No, 45, 42. The general has 13 kills still. Parthia coming in clutch. Now, as soon as I saw these siege towers coming, and he was going in for rear charges onto these siege towers. Look at this, look at this. You got some good cav play on these siege towers. Taking out a good number of them before they even reach the wall. And I think this is and losing sword followers, which is like a very good unit, is honestly bad, because for the attackers, of course. For us, it's fantastic. But we're doing damage to these sword followers and these axemen. Oh no, they're all just sword followers. Parthia was having to micromanage, but if you notice, he stopped one attack and focused on the other attack. Now, because he was doing like this, I'm pretty sure, controlling this cavalry here, he would have been able to see if they were coming for his, well, you know, cavalry over there. But the fact that they brought no spears made this perfect for Parthia. He could come in here and do as much damage as he likes. I also got some I got some slingers up here. I was hoping to do some damage. Like, as you can see, we got these longbow hunters going into the sides of these sword followers. And another cavalry charge from Parthia. Honestly, I think he should have just gone for these guys right here. I also had to rush over these desert legionaries here. because I didn't want to leave a flank exposed. And as you can see, look at how many have died to... How many kills did my slingers get? They got 0 kills. It must be from these bow hunters. How many kills did they get? 17. We got another one over here. 14. Decent. I do lose this artillery right here, but it already exhausted its ammo, so I wasn't worried. I did start setting up my forces, however. And I gotta say, I've never seen a cav play in my entire life of doing recording Total War on this channel be so effective. Every time I've played and done a sally out, it's usually ended badly for me. But it looks like my ally is just going to town. Now, Swaby sent his Bloodsworn in, so eventually I come and reinforce here. Of course, I also got my slingers. Hold up, I think I have my slingers. No. I really should have sallied out my slingers, now that I think about it. And I was setting up a position to where I could just throw jabbies at them. Use my ammo. And of course, I had to get some cheap infantry as well. Because I was going for my plan was just to wait out the timer. This was an hour-long battle, and there's about 30 minutes or so in this replay. But as you can see, I was using my jabbies capabilities to just dwindle these sword followers. And also, I don't think they... Honestly, they should have rushed these sword followers back here back to their main defense. Carthage also tried to push. Smart move on him for trying to burn down the archer tower. But Parthia was just keeping Carthage, Rome, and the other attacker on their toes the entire time. And because that they couldn't send any more troops up here, well, you all know what happened to these sword followers. See, they're already breaking here. And I think this was a smart play by me, to be honest. Most of the time you don't want to put men on the walls, but I moved them to get like a flanking charge on them. Somewhat of a flanking charge. I was trying to get the sides of these sword followers, which I did manage to do. Now, I was keeping my men fresh, I was having them use their ammo. And my only real heavy troops right here are the Desert Legionaries, which will definitely destroy these sword followers. And the sword followers over here, I don't think I really needed to send any troops over here, really. Because how well I was doing on this front with my ally. Now, my ally did have to micromanage all this. These two choke points. So eventually you'll see my men move forward here. Like right there. They're moving this way. And we broke these guys, and you gotta see this charge. I didn't do it? Oh no, I did. I had charged my Desert Legionaries to the backs of these sword followers. And I think I got a jabby throw off on their back too. Now the one thing honestly I think that was just a bad idea for the attackers, on my opinion. These could be expert players, not expecting Parthia to come with so much cav, to be honest. But sending in your siege towers and not having any defense from the cav is quite bad. And Parthia is still making plays out here. Of course, he's just keeping Kush, no, Carthage and Rome on their toes. I also don't know where the rest of these guys' men are, because all I see are these axe followers. Oh, and that was... whose artillery was that? Oh, Swaby's artillery. I didn't know he sold ammo. As you can see, I moved my men over here. Listen. I only got this unit is because I had very little funds left. And, I wanted to have the most amount of units possible for this battle because I noticed we were going up against Rome. So of course I had to bring the slave infantry. They were the cheapest thing that would fill up my slot. And of course I pushed them out to hold while I was sending these desert legionaries, or wait, not desert legionaries, these light infantry to hold. Now I did keep some men over here just in case they tried to push. In Carthage, wow. I thought Swaby would have pushed up a unit to hold here. But I was too busy dealing with this front assault here by Rome. And they're using their archers. And of course, it being my cheapest unit won't last long against these veteran legionaries. Still getting 15 kills, it's pretty insane. But as you can see, these veteran legionaries are just cutting through my units. Now, I did set up some slingers, but the bad thing about setting up my slingers trying to do some damage to Rome over here was the fact that the archers had a flanking shot on my slingers, which they were taking full advantage of. Now, we had to like stretch our lines because of this. Now, I don't know if this was Swaby's strategy trying to give them an opening or something, because I didn't come and help him over here because I was too focused here and I had been all over the place. I tried to keep I was pretty much trying to be the support player, supporting wherever I needed to be. While Parthia and Swaby were doing the main attacking, or the defending, to be more precise. And now he does have his Club Levy and Bloodsworn holding the defense. But eventually I'm going to send over some more infantry. And I was thankful for my Parthian ally for this. He sent over some cavalry to basically send the archers away. Even though it was... I think they were trying to lure the cav in, but good micro by the Parthian player. Now, I did manage to get some good slingshots here on the sides of the veteran legionaries. And one thing I noticed, I didn't have a single actual archers. I had all slingers for my archers. Where are those? Oh, the archer shots are coming from the what? Bow hunters? Longbow hunters? Yeah, I think they were coming from the longbow hunters. But I don't know why Carthage stopped moving troops in. I think he was too busy dealing with this cavalry that was charging into his lines. I think that was the reason he stopped sending forces in. Now, he was Rome was using his archers to his best of his capabilities. And I tried to reinforce here. I had these more desert legionaries, and I had these desert legionaries versus the Romans. So while Suebi was battling Carthage and doing a really good job, I was mostly fighting Rome here at this choke point. Now Suebi was here as well, but again, I was trying to be the supporting ally. I was still keeping men over here in case he tried to go for a push. And as you can see, I'm slowly moving my reserves up towards this battlefield. Because I noticed that Suebi would not have been able to hold all this on his own. So of course I had sent in some reserves. Or some of my forces. Like here, I think this would be a good flanking opportunity if Suebi went this way and got into the sides of these, veteran legionaries? Yeah. We did have an archer off over here by Suebi's archers in Rome. We're trying to soften up my units. I think he was trying to go for the backs of these of my spearmen. Again, this faction I chose was actually similar to Rome, and I find this funny how this unit technically sallied out, and I did not know about it because I was starting to move troops up, and I was trying to pull my slingers out of there. And what is Parthia go? Oh, he's going after the artillerymen that were just left. Again, Rome is doing a good job protecting his allies and all that. He has formed, you could say, technically an incomplete rectangle. But again, most of the fighting that happened was at this choke point, to be honest. This choke point, we were holding this choke point from Rome for a long time. And as soon as we cleaned up, I sent men over here to fight Rome because I had no idea how they got behind or broke those Bloodsworn, but I knew as soon as I saw that Bloodsworn fall, I needed to send forces in. So I think I had some jabby throws still left in this unit, so I think I was going to throw some jabbies at them. Now, honestly, good play. He's going after these Bloodsworn who are trying to use their jabbies up. I was keeping my men back because, truth be told, I didn't want to deal with these archers. But it was inevitable, so I eventually did move men up to hold. And one reason I moved up is because I wanted them to be out here to where they have to deal with Parthia, who still has several units of cab out here. So they have to be on their toes. And, yep, as I thought, I'm using my jabby capabilities here. Let's see them get a jabby throw in these sides, these veteran legionaries. Well, they got some kills. Let's see another volley. Oh, they made it to 30. 30 off the jabby kills. And almost a fresh unit, too. Well, not for Rome. I'm talking about these desert legionaries. Now, yeah, I think I charged them in about now, when I noticed these guys were out of ammo. Yeah, because I was also moving up another desert legionary to hold here. So eventually I do move those guys in to fight Rome. Here, this was annoying. To be honest. And I don't know why I noticed this in the middle of the battle. And I was like, Why is he rushing his archers out? Like, I don't even think he realized this. Oh, and I was confident that they weren't going to send more troops this way. So I was pulling them back to the main defense, which is here. Did I seriously not commit these guys? I think I was busy micromanaging over on this front. But eventually I do send these Desert Legionaries in. Or he just rushes my Desert Legionaries and I'm just too busy elsewhere. Oh, I think I was busy over here where my spearmen were being focused down. Yeah, I eventually did notice that they were just trying to charge men through here. And you can see me panicking to get these Desert Legionaries to the choke point. So I formed kind of a V shape here to hold. And I have to admit, there was nothing I could do about this. The Carthage archers, the mercenary Cretan archers, had an excellent shot on my Desert Legionaries. There was nothing I could do, though. I needed to hold back Rome. And Pontus, or not Parthia, still doing amazing work with his cav. Taking out some Roman Cretan archers, I'm sure. No, Syrian heavy archers. Okay. I'm used to seeing Cretan archers. But still, we're holding well in this part of the defense. We're using our weak troops as well. We were not keeping any unit that was still on the battlefield. And if you notice, you can see pretty much all my reserves are heading to the front. Because I was seeing, like, what's the point of keeping them back there? Is when we have everything committed, pretty much committed right here. Now, I admit, I was surprised. I only had like one unit tired, and that was this Desert Legionaries. I don't remember placing this unit here, to be honest. In fact, I did not even see some of these veteran legionaries that I got behind them. Because I think I was rushing them to... Oh no, I was rushing these Desert Legionaries to these swordsmen. Because I noticed they moved the siege tower up. Oh, this is also important here. They also moved men around, and truth be told, I noticed this in a moment. Yeah, as soon as I saw those Baron Legionaries coming, I had moved whatever units I had close by back here. So like these Desert Legionaries and these other Desert Legionaries that are depleted. And I don't know why, but I think that these archers were out of ammo, so he just sent them towards the cav. In my opinion, I would have sent these in here, used them as a melee unit. I don't care if they won't last long. They're just gonna get butchered by the cav. Because it's pretty much been proven in Total War Rome 2 that cav just absolutely slaughters archers. Now, I finally committed these guys to the fight. I think I was going for a flank. No, I was moving at my slingers. I think I was trying to get... Yes, I think I was trying to get shots on... Oh, actually, that's my melee unit. For some reason, I thought that was a bow. Oh, no, these were my slingers. Who just got focused down by archer fire. I didn't notice I still had these men in the fight. And they're tribesmen. So I didn't even notice I had these guys still in the fight. I thought I lost them early game in this defense up here. Because I sent my cheap units to hold this first. to, you know, try to dwindle them down, get them tired. Yeah, I absolutely hated when Carthage sent men over here as well, because it mean I had to send over what reserves I had left. And to be fair, I think I actually held this. I think it's because of Parthia I didn't get overrun here. I think he was doing quite well with his cav, trying to keep these men on his toes. But yeah, he started pulling out his cav when he saw these veteran legionaries coming into the fight. Now, Parthia was doing a great job of keeping his cav alive. And you want to see that because what Parthia was doing was keeping the Romans and Carthaginians on their toes. And I hated I had to do this. I had to send men back here so we didn't get flanked. And if you see, I'm trying to send over some spearmen to go help. And I think I'm also pulling out over, oh, thankfully Swaby also noticed and he sent over his general and some sword masters to go hold. Again, Swaby has used a lot of his forces here. I've also used the majority of my, I think, desert legionaries at this point. Only having a few reserves left in the back, and my general, who I'm moving up now. Yeah, we broke these veteran legionaries here. I believe Swaby got Swaby got behind them with his sword masters, I think. Yes. Now, I did manage to clean up these the veteran legionaries here with my desert legionaries. Now, Rome was finding ways to try to get past my defense. Again, I hated I had to send reserves here. Was it unnecessary to send reserves? Probably. I think Swaby had this, but just so we could get these men out of here and focus on the main defense, I set up my men here. And I think I did well trying to use ammo, trying to get rid of these, veteran legionaries and Thorax swordsmen? No, noble fighters, mercenary noble fighters. Was it with Carthage and so many mercenaries? I don't know why. He brought so many mercenaries. Now, they pretty much made a square to keep the cav out, which is smart of them. But if you notice, they have to send men out of the cav just so they can keep attacking this front. So they had to send men out of this box, which... And I'm actually happy that Carthage didn't notice he was sending some mercenaries to their death. Because Parthia sure noticed. And they got destroyed. Let's watch that cap charge. Oh. I don't know if he was trying to sacrifice this unit, or this was just a misclick, or they were locked on to this cavalry. Now, I do love the fact that they actually did this. But again, this won't last long, as when they send men in, they're gonna soon be depleted to where they're not really gonna have a back or a side. Now, unless this ally sends in his Oathsworn, which I really think he's trying to arrow them down, because I think the attackers used most of their arrows at this point in the battle. Carthage is mercenary Cretan archers. I think they're almost out of ammo, or they are. It looks like they have their swords out. Carthage sending in some more mercenaries. So of course I had to rush this unit of desert legionaries again to go hold from the siege tower. Although I think I converted these men. Yeah, I converted these men here to hold. And also, I love my Parthian ally in this battle because of how well and how absolutely amazing he helped me in this battle. If it wasn't for Parthia, I think we would have lost this battle. Because we had this happen in the front to where I didn't like this. They were getting too big. They're getting too much men, too many troops through. I did not like this. And I was rushing over what units I had left. And these Desert Legionaries, I think, finished off these veteran Legionaries. But just to make sure, I sent over the spearmen. And I was starting to convert more men to the main defense over here. But we managed to hold off against Rome and Carthage, or holding them here, to be more precise, which is really difficult. But what is very bad about this strategy, if I break these, axe warriors, I can technically just plug this gap and do a flank charge right into the rear of most of these men from Rome and Carthage. Oh, I guess we missed it, but yeah. Parthia sent in, a depleted unit of just one, or I think there was more in it when it charged the backs of Romans. Yeah, it charged the backs of these veteran legionaries that are fleeing the battlefield, killing them. But as you can see, I've got depleted men here, depleted men here, depleted men holding the gates. But I was smart enough to at least keep some reserves. Not send men in, not send men out. Although I think I probably should have rushed. I should have sent these Desert Legionaries, this Desert Legionary, and should have rushed out and started attacking, putting pressure on the outside. But unfortunately, I did not do that, which I thought would have been a better idea. And this was honestly a good battle. I haven't seen a strategy like this. In the fact they made they were technically using the wall as protection as well from the cavalry. Again, once I cleaned up these Desert Legionaries, in fact, this unit has 118 kills. The spearmen have 0. They didn't even see combat. This unit has 28 kills, and they have not lost a single man. I think that's from Jabbies, to be honest. This unit has 151 kills, and we're breaking these axe warriors. And Rome is quickly trying to rush troops up. As you can see... Ooh, wow. Wait. Rome is still trying to send men up this way. So I really had a pain with Rome. They were trying to spread me thin. Thankfully, Parthia was keeping an eye on this flank so they didn't use the siege towers. Because I needed my men for this defense right here. All I have is not even fresh units into this battlefield right here. Into this main grind fest of a wall. I only have depleted troops. Of course, I got some healthy troops sitting in reserve. But still. I think I moved up my slingers eventually. Yeah, I moved up my slingers. And look at this. They got a cav charge right into the rear of the Roman veteran legionaries. Fortunately, I guess it wasn't too effective. And oh yeah. Take note on the general here from Carthage. Because I noticed it, and let's just say I used my slingers on him. Honestly, good play trying to push his cav past the Romans and onto the wall. That was a good play on him. Now, if Carthage does that, their general is going to die. Again, they're microing on 3 or 4 parts of the battlefield as well. And eventually, I had to send my general here. And you can see I'm commanding these desert legionaries. And their reserves are slowly dwindling. In fact, what were my slingers doing? I think they were shooting at either the general or these veteran legionaries. Oh, this is what happens when you don't micro. Like, you can send a unit after these horse archers and you're thinking the player doesn't notice. Yeah, you just gotta keep checking on them because you don't know if they're gonna be caught out like this. Now, I think he noticed, so he sent his general to try to support. And you can see what I did with my slingers. My slingers were barely used. They were taken out early game. But the one unit of slingers I had left, and I think was at almost full, I had them focus down Carthage's general. And surprisingly, I was still holding here with these depleted units. Hold up, still 100? Again, I had depleted units all over the place. I had now committed these spearmen. And I think Carthage and this other faction had enough. So he tried committing them here. And to be fair, I was aiming down, but not just the Carthage general. I was also having them aim at this general as well. Taking out 2 generals in a row is absolutely great. It weakens the morale of the enemy. Now, he did try to save the generals by sending in his archers to do the fighting. But, again, archers are the lamb to the slaughter when it comes to cavalry. As you can see here, I think they've committed pretty much everything. Yep, I think my general also went into the fight around this time. But they've committed every unit. To be fair, I would have kept like probably 2 or 3 of these out here because you don't want to get your men tired when they're waiting to get into the battlefield. Now, to be fair, we had not many troops left as well on these walls, but Parthia still had a decent amount of cavalry left. By decent, I mean like 6 units left. And I was surprised at these desert legionaries for holding here. And this is 2 units, by the way. With 5 minutes left in the battlefield, too. Now, again, this is a battle that could go either way, but right now it looks like the balance of power is in our favor. Right now it does, but again, they still have elite units like this Oathsworn, or I'm pretty sure I saw them. Where are they? Yeah, these Oathsworn over here. Now, there's one problem of spreading your troops too thin when it comes to attacking. Of course, you can dwindle down and have them micro more. But there is one problem when doing this. If you can't just keep on reinforcing this front, you might as well not do it at all. Because as soon as I noticed that these well, you know, these veteran legionaries were all on their lonesome, I sent my general, which is a spear unit, I'm pretty sure. No, they're noble infantry, so they're like a sword fighting unit. I'd send them in to deal with these veteran legionaries that are tired, and I love this. Parthia was just shooting the backs of these Axe warriors, my bad. Man, their faction's colors look a lot alike. And we have another cav into the backs of the enemy. Ooh, nice charge. I think I saw a horse just flip though. And again, look, we're still holding. We got some wavering over here from some depleted unit of Desert Legionaries, but as you can see, I'm sending over some spearmen to hold. Truth be told, this was pretty much a do or die because we had committed pretty much everything. And once we beat these Axe warriors, you'll see what I did. So again, we had pretty much, I had like most of my army right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. Like the majority of my army stationed here to hold off this. And now that the force over here was taken care of, I sallied out my depleted unit of Desert Legionary. Although I probably should have rested them up a bit, but I don't think it would have mattered. Because I was trying to get the backs of these Oathsworn. Or the general. I think I was going for the general. Again, Parthia doesn't have many melee cav left. He's got like 1 unit of melee cav left, including his general. But he did have some archers left, which I'm pretty sure used all their ammo. Hold up. Yeah, I think that's some noble horse cavalry. Or no, those are noble horse archers. Impressive. So yes, fortunately, the Roman general did notice my Desert Legionaries. I had them walking. Or I had one running, I had the other walking. I think it was the exhausted one walking. Honestly, good move. They kind of made like a little square to hold the backs of the Oathsword and veteran legionaries. But we destroyed Carthage. And right now this is pretty much, we got the victory here. We started to sally out. Swaby sent out his general and his sword masters. Parthia committed the remaining of his cav, I believe, into this engagement because we technically had them in a sandwich. And my goal here was really not to go kill the Oathsworn, it was to get rid of this general. In fact, I think I had some slingers still alive. Yeah, I had some slingers. I don't know if they were out of ammo or what. So, also he's getting the back of these Oathsworn. Parthia doing absolute amazing work in this battle. Swaby did an excellent job holding. In fact, he has this fresh troop, or almost fresh troop, of sword masters back here. I'd committed all my forces at this point, which consisted of mostly Desert Legionaries, but what was really left were these spearmen and my general, which was actually a spear unit, actually, now that I look at it. I was right. Yeah, we spread the line thin to where we left Parthia for an open cav charge. I don't know why he didn't do this earlier. Like, send a unit, he could have protected the backs of these veteran legionaries. But now he's just going to do cycle charges into the back of these veteran legionaries. So this battle is definitely a defender's victory at this point. With the amount of reserves we have, we still had he had all of his archers still alive. I think they were out of ammo though. So I had managed to get the spears behind the Oathsworn somehow. I don't know how I did this, to be honest. I set the spears out. Oh, we no, the Roman general's still alive. I thought we killed him. This is a defender's victory, by the way. I hope y'all enjoyed. But we'll see the tallies on the kills and how many units each one brought before I end it off. But once we took out the Roman general, everything else just crumbled. Now, I was confident we were going to win this one when it came to this point because of how many reserves we had left, which was pretty much everything, but we still had archers to hold off, and these sword masters. I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know if you want to come back and want to watch some more replays. Make sure to like and subscribe, and make sure to come back and give me 40 subscribers before the end of the month. I want to reach 40. Well, anyway, have a nice day.